Ladies and gentlemen, the markets are not looking good whatsoever right now. It's about 11:45 a.m. on the East Coast, and oh boy, do we have some red. We have the NASDAQ 100 down over 3%, the Russell's down 2%, S&P's also down about 2%, as the Dow is down 1.5%, and the mighty old VIX is up over 8%, as we have metals down as well. Gold's down 1.1%, and we have silver down 1.5%. So we're going to break down Tesla stock, which crashed under 130 bucks. We're going to talk about that in this video, and we're going to go over what other stocks I'm looking at, my thoughts on the market. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, hit that like button, and of course, make sure to subscribe, and let's dive right into the video. So look at this rejection at 390 at the 180 SMA on the 1 hour chart here on SPY. This is a pure hardcore rejection. Look at that. We hit about 388 this morning in the pre-market, and it was just downhill from that point. Now we're at 378 bucks. If I pull the intraday up, guys, you are going to see the disaster that we've had so far today. You know, a lot of that coming in the pre-market. You all can see, again, 388 is where we were really early in the pre-market, and we got to about 383 by open, and then once the markets opened, this thing started selling off even more. So from the pre-market high, SPY is down about 2.4%, and we can see here on the 4 hour chart now, it sure as heck looks like we have a head and shoulders playing out. Let me show you guys this. New development. This is a new development right here, guys. We have a head and shoulders playing out on SPY. Well, it's not fully there yet, but it sure as heck is it's visible, right? You can see it. We have the left shoulder here, the head, and now we're starting to see that right shoulder forming as we're failing at the neckline, which is right around 390. We failed at 390. We're under the moving averages now. We have a death cross. To me, this looks like a head and shoulders forming. And that means if the right shoulder really starts gaining some steam, it's already been gaining a little bit of steam so far today. You know, if this thing comes down under, let's say if we break 375, 370, that right shoulder has a long ways to go. I mean, this could be going to test the lows from a couple weeks ago, actually more like 2.5 months ago, being about 350 on SPY. I mean, this is not looking good whatsoever right now, guys. You know, it's tanking. It's tanking. The VIX is up 9%. We have triple Q looking pretty similar, right? We have arguably a head and shoulders here. Look at this, guys. If I zoom in a little bit, we're going to see it. We have the left shoulder right here. Let me pull the circle tool up very quickly. You guys see that? Left shoulder. We have the head. We got the right shoulder right here. We failed at the neckline, being about 278, 280. This is not good for the bulls at all. We're pretty close to the lows as well. The lows were 254, guys. We're $10 from the freaking lows. We're $10 from the lows here on Triple Q. We're at 264 right now, meaning if this thing falls another 3-4%, I mean, it's right at the lows from not just a couple weeks ago. I mean, these are the lows from the entire bear market. I mean, look at the 3-year chart here, guys. We're pretty much at the lows from the entire bear market here, which means Triple Q is now down officially over 30% again, 35% now from all-time highs. So what a freaking disaster, guys. What a disaster. And if I pull up Tesla stock, let me pull this up right now. Tesla stock is down another 7%. And I did something crazy. Guys. You might think I'm nuts, but right before I started filming this video, I nibbled a little Tesla for a short-term trade. It's more of a gamble, no doubt about it, but at this point, I think we're going to get a little relief rally on Tesla. Probably not until after Christmas, most likely, but I'm willing to wait. You know, it's definitely a gamble. It's definitely a risk, but I did buy a little bit. I did nibble a little bit, slightly over 128 bucks, and I'm actually already in the red. I'm already in the red, but this is one that I'm looking to hold not for years. Again, this is not a long-term investment, right? Long-term wise, I would not want Tesla even at these levels, but I'm speculating that, sure, we could go down a little bit more, 120, 125, maybe even lower, who knows? I could be completely wrong, but I'm speculating that we're going to get a little bit of, a rally, right? Relief rally, like we've seen each and every time this has gotten very oversold. Look at what happened last time, guys. This thing got beaten down from early November to pretty much the middle of November. It lost 25% in the span of 8 days, right? Then we got a little bit of a relief rally from 170 to about 200. Then we got hit again to about 167, saw a relief rally to 200 again. And now in the past 3 weeks, no joke, 21 days from the 1st of this month to now the 22nd, we are down, no joke, the whole time. We really haven't seen any rallies. We're down 35% in the past 3 weeks, right? So, and we're well under the lows. The low was from a month ago, $165. Do you guys remember I was talking about 165 a week or two ago, and that was a huge level? We're $40 freaking dollars under that. We're $40 under that, way oversold. I think we're gonna get a little bit of a relief rally. Who knows? Maybe not today. Maybe not next week even. I don't know. But I'm just speculating on that. And I did, full disclosure, nibble some shares of Tesla at 128 something, a little bit over 128 bucks. Again, I'm down a little bit, but I'm speculating, guys. I'm speculating a bit, and I do believe I will make money on this trade, or else I would not be buying. I would not be buying it. We'll see, though, guys. We'll see. What do you guys think? Am I degenerate, or is there, is there some value here in a short term? And as a short-term trade, as Tesla's just been destroyed. Today's down another 7%. What do you guys think? Give me your honest opinions down below in the comments. And have you been buying Tesla? Let me know in the comments down below. So let's just run through some of these stocks, guys. I mean, there's literally only 3 green ones on the watch list today. Humana, which is HUM, is up barely, but it's up 0.3%. Looks like it's about to test $512, which you all can see that's a big level of resistance. We also have Merck up a little bit, barely, but it's still up 0.1%. Nike now just went red. It was up a little bit as well. So now there's only 2 green stocks on the watch list today, guys. I mean, this is bad. So let's just quickly run through big tech, see what's going on with big tech. We'll talk about some other companies as well. So make sure you guys stick on throughout the video. Apple right now is down another 3%, and I've been very critical of Apple, guys. This is one that I trimmed a couple months ago. I mean, I nailed the top. Not to toot my own horn, and I talked about this in real time. But when Apple saw that fucking oops, I just cussed there, guys. Crazy freaking. I'm not gonna cuss on YouTube, guys. But when it saw that effing crazy run from $129 to $176, it was just too much. 36% in the span of 2 months. I trimmed a little bit at that point, and now I've been critical in the past couple of days as we're getting towards these levels. I'm like, guys, 130, 128, 132, these are big levels of support coming up. We're pretty much right there. You can see here, we hit $129 back in the middle of June, and I'm telling you all, if we do break that level, which is why my alert's at 129, we're going to get that leg down on Apple, and it could be the start of a drop towards 120, 115, 110, who knows, maybe even lower than that point. And Amazon is it's pretty much breaking down as well here. We have another 3.7% down on Amazon today. The descending triangle, which, like I said, I outlined that on Apple. It's a bigger, it's more broad on Apple. It's over a more, set of days, but still it's a descending triangle here on Amazon as well. We outlined this a couple days ago, and it's starting to play out today, right now. No joke. Again, down 4% so far on the day. We're down to $83.50 right now, guys, and I think Amazon has more room to go down, right? This is not like a Tesla where I think it's way too beaten down in the short term. Sure, it could continue to go down, but I'm speculating it bounces back up on Tesla. Amazon's one that, sure, it is. It's come down a bit, in the past couple of weeks, but I still think there's more downside based on the technical break today. We'll see if 80. Well, we're at $83 now. If 80 breaks, that's a big psychological level, I'd say. There could be a lot more red coming on Amazon. We have $81.30. That was the low from March of 2020. Was it actually? Oh my God. No. Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys. Yeah, I think I've talked about this before. Amazon now is approaching levels that it hasn't been at since the pits of the pandemic. I mean, remember the COVID crash, guys? Yeah, Amazon got to $80 in that COVID crash. We're now at $80 again. We've lost the entire COVID gain. I mean, all of it. Gone. Just like that. Poof. Gone. Amazon's COVID gain is out of here, guys. And a lot of these stocks are seeing that, experiencing that. same thing. We have Microsoft pretty much, this is nowhere near the COVID lows. I mean, the COVID lows on Microsoft were $130. Now it's at 230, so it's pretty much, not doubled from that point, but it's up a ton from that point still. But with today's move, Microsoft is now falling under both moving averages. We're at a multi-week low. We're putting in clearly a lower low, lower high right here. If we look here at the past couple weeks, right, couple days even, not looking good at all for Microsoft. And Google, my biggest individual stock holding, is down another 2.5%. Now it's falling under $90 a share. It is at $87.88 per share. This is not good. This looks like it's going to that low 80 mark, probably under $80. And that's what I've been patient on for on Google here for months. I mean, I did nibble a little bit. Last time it fell under 90, but now I'm being very patient to see if it can go under 80, because if it goes under 80 into the 70s, man, I'm going to be buying a ton more Google. I'm going to be adding way more Google to the portfolio, guys. So, yeah, that is down 2.6%. Which one am I missing? Meta? Yeah, let's pull up Meta real quick. Then we'll wrap the video up, guys. I appreciate you all for tuning in as always. And if you haven't gotten your 20 stocks from Moomoo yet, what are you doing? Use that link down below. Deposit at least $100, and you could get up to 20 stocks, each up to $2,000. And you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All the links are down below. Check out my Patreon as well. If you guys like the way I break down charts, if you guys like the content, there's a bunch more of that on Patreon. Link down below. Check it out. And yeah, Meta at this point is down 3%. Clearly it's failing at $125. Clearly the downtrend is still continuing, which means if we want to buy it as a long-term move, this is a good sign, because we want to buy stocks at lower prices. And, I know it sucks in the short term. Trust me, guys, my long-term portfolio has been crucified like a lot of others have. It's not that bad. It's not like I've lost 100 50% or 70% like some of these other stocks that are down. Luckily, I built it this way. My portfolio, it's still down. I have to check, probably like 20% or something like that, 25%, but it's holding up pretty decent because I've had allocation to other stocks that have done well, like energy. Energy is one that I was buying energy stocks 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, did very well on those kind of hedged, right? The stocks that haven't done well. So yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with that, but yeah, it's been a rough year overall in the stock market, and it's painful in the short term, and it's probably going to be like that in the short term to continue here into 2023, and that gives us opportunities, guys. The thing is, again, it's painful in the short term, but long term, once we get out of this, recession, the next bull market comes around, whenever the heck that is, it might not be for another 5 years. Once we get out of this, it's going to be great. Long term, a lot of these stocks are going to rebound. A lot of them are going to go well, maybe not a lot of them are going to go bankrupt, but some will not come back to what they were. But there's going to be ones that are going to do very well. That's just the reality of the matter. So I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. What do you think about me buying Tesla? It's now under $127. So there you go. I'm already down even more money. But we'll see. This is not a trade for an hour. It's more of a week or 2 week hold. We'll see how it goes, guys. It's a little bit of a risk, but full disclosure, I just nibbled a little bit of Tesla for a trade. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Check out all the links down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.